Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing the 2022 Toyota RAV plug-in hybrid. It is the Prime, so there is 3 RAVs you could choose from. There is the normal gas, the hybrid, and the plug-in hybrid, which is called the Prime. So this one is the SE trim, and there is 2 trims to choose on the Prime edition or package. So there is the SE and the XSE. This one is the SE, and honestly it does look pretty good. So let me go ahead and show you all the features this SE trim has. Under the hood, there is a 2.5 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. It is connected to an ECVT transmission, and this engine is connected to 3 electric motors, and the power output is 302 horsepower and 288 pound-feet of torque. And if you put this SUV in electric mode, it will give you 42 miles, and the charging speed is 4.5 hours on a 240 volt outlet. Here is an MSRP sticker of this 2022 Toyota RAV plug-in hybrid. If you guys are interested in the standard features it has, just go ahead and pause the video. It does have a few accessories right here, and the price with destination is $44,277. If you guys are curious about the color is called Supersonic Red, and it does look pretty good on this RAV4. And as I said, this one is the plug-in hybrid, and this one is the SE trim. There's 2 trims you can choose from. There is the SE trim and the XSE, and honestly I really think that this SE trim looks very good. The price on this one is $44,000, but it does start at $40,000. Coming to the front, I love the way how it looks. The Toyota logo is finished in blue to tell you that this is a hybrid SUV. For the lights, everything right here in the front is LED, and that's expected from a expensive SUV like this one. Daytime running lights look good. The high and low beam are sitting in a projector tube, and for the turn signal indicators, they're very small. I really wish they were the same size as the daytime running light, or in the same place as the daytime running lights. And as I mentioned, the Toyota logo is finished in blue. It is actually the sensor for Toyota Safety Sense 2.0, and I love the fact that the Toyota badge is nice and small. It's not too big like other brands. And in the bottom, this is finished in gloss black. There is an opening in the bottom. I really like the brushed aluminum in the bottom of this bumper. Definitely adds a nicer look. And there is a fake vent right here, finished in gloss black. But overall, I really love the way how this RAV looks like from the front. But let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll show you the side view of this Toyota RAV. Here is the side view of this Toyota RAV, and honestly it does look very nice, and this Supersonic Red goes really good with the gloss black. And I personally think that the RAV looks very, very good. It has a ton of sharp lines on it, and I think it looks pretty good from every single angle. This RAV has 8.3 inches of ground clearance, which is more than enough, and honestly getting in and out of this SUV is super easy. This SE trim has 18-inch rims, and if you guys go with the XSE, you're going to get the 19-inch rims, but I personally think those 18-inch rims look good. The size is 255, 60, 18, and yeah, overall I think the design looks good. I love the gloss black in the bottom, and on the fender flares there is an all-wheel drive badge right there. Plug-in hybrid is right there on the fender, and on the mirrors there is a blind spot monitoring system and a turn signal indicator, and the bottom portion of the mirrors are finished in flat black. The window trims, the bottom of them is finished in flat black, but the top is finished in chrome. And on the roof there is some gloss black roof rails and a standard size sunroof. I really like what Toyota did right there, that floating roof design definitely adds a nicer touch. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back view of this plug-in hybrid. Alright, so here's the back of this Toyota RAV Prime, and as I said guys, this thing looks very nice from every single angle. I love the gloss black in the bottom, and I love the gloss black on the liftgate. This Prime has a nice looking spoiler. It's not aggressive, but it does look good. Here is the third brake light. Shark fin antenna is finished in red, and as I mentioned, I really like this gloss black right there on the liftgate. The tail lights, they have a nice look to them. Sadly, not everything right here is LED, so the running light is LED, but the turn signal indicators and the reverse lights are halogen. And I just love the fact that the tail lights are nice and sharp, and RAV4 Prime badge is on the left, nice and big. SE badge is all the way to the right, finished in chrome. And here is the Toyota badge, it does have that blue in it. Here is the back wiper, and as I mentioned, the bottom is finished in gloss black. Reflectors have a nice look to them, and there is dual exhaust pipes here in the back. The exhaust tips are connected to the exhaust pipe, so there's no fake exhaust tips on this RAV. Here is a key of this Toyota RAV. It does look good, has a really nice weight to it. It's a little bit on the bulky side, but honestly, it's not that bad. There's 5 buttons on it: lock, unlock, tailgate release, an AC button, and a panic button. Toyota badge is in the bottom, and in the back there is RAV4, some chrome. The key is mainly finished in flat black, but it does look nice. Let's go ahead and open the liftgate. I was having issues with the liftgate. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with it. So I tried to unlock the SUV, tried to hit the button inside, the button on the liftgate, and the key, and none of them worked. So I gotta do that manually, but it does have power liftgate. Yep, so gotta do that manually for now. Even clicking this button right there did not close it. Anyways, there is a handle right here on the left, another one on the right, so I'm glad that there's 2 handles. And inside there is a ton of space. The opening is nice and big, and there is a 12-volt right here on the left. There is LED light on the right. There is no LED light on the left, and there is a privacy cover right here. And yeah, overall the trunk is nice and spacious. Let me go ahead and remove this box and show you what's underneath. All right, so I just removed the box, and by the way, next to it is the charging cable. And as I said, there is a ton of space in this RAV. I dropped the seats down just to show you the amount of space in this RAV, and seriously, there is a ton of space. And I love the fact that the seats go nice and flat. And underneath there is a spare tire with the jack and the jack tools on the left, and you could probably put like a few things around this spare tire, maybe something in the middle, something small. But yeah, that's where the spare tire is located, and I love the fact that the opening is nice and big, so getting things in and out is super easy. For the front door panel, it looks alright, but I just hate the fact that this is very cheap plastic. Not a big fan of that. For $44,000, I really wish this, at least top portion, was finished in a softer material. I really like the brushed aluminum. Door handle feels nice and solid, a little bit on the lighter side. This is plastic. Again, guys, a ton of cheap plastic. Not a big fan of it. The armrest is nice and soft, and here are the window switches. All window switches are automatic up and down. Door locks, mirror controls, and here's the speaker. It does look good. It does say RAV4 on it. Decent amount of storage place in the bottom of this door, and the seats are powered. Design looks alright. They're nice and comfortable, and they do have lumbar support. But let's go ahead and move inside this RAV, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. And just like that, this prime is on, and it does look pretty good from the inside. There is a ton of soft materials on the dash, and it does have an 8-inch screen. The screen looks alright. The bezels are very thick, and Toyota does that. I'm not sure why. I really wish they fix their screen designs. Steering wheel has a really nice look to it. It is nice and thick, wrapped in leather. I really like the red stitching. And yeah, overall, the steering wheel design looks pretty good. There's some brushed aluminum right here and around where the airbag is. Toyota logo is nice and big, finished in chrome. Right here on the left, there is a few controls to control that screen in the middle. So you could go left and right, up and down, depending on the menu. And basically the center is an LCD screen. And on the left and right, there is gauges and phone button, back, volume, and voice command. And on the right, there is Toyota Safety Sense 2.0, so the cruise controls, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, seek buttons, and mode. And on the right, there is the wiper controls for the front and back. And on the left is the headlight controls with the turn signal controls. And I love the fact that this is extremely soft, and I love the stitching. Air vent looks alright, a little bit on the cheaper side, the way how it moves, but it does have a nice look to it. I love the brushed aluminum. This is extremely soft. This is very, very soft. So this whole thing right here is super soft. Actually, the top is softer than this, which is crazy. I really like the brushed aluminum. And down here, there is a storage place, good amount of buttons. There is a brightness control, automatic high beam, heated windshield, heated steering wheel, and the tailgate release button. And in the bottom, there is the fuel door release. And here is a screen. It's an 8-inch screen. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And Toyota system is alright, very slow, not a big fan of it. This is the menu for the electric motor, the engine, basically to show you which one is working at the moment. So basically a live display of what's going on. And yeah, overall, not a big fan of their system. It's very dated and very slow, so I'm not a big fan of it. Here is the backup camera. Backup camera resolution is not the best. It is nice and wide, and there is a volume knob and a tune knob, hard buttons on the left and right, which is nice. And here are the vents. I really wish they had some brushed aluminum just like the vents on the side. And here is the emergency light button, the power button. Climate controls are very easy to use. Everything is oversized, I think. So I really wish that Toyota works on this. Those knobs don't have to be this big, but they do have a nice feel to them. The rubberized, which is nice. An off button right here, automatic, eco mode, fan speed, and here is the mode, sync and AC. And in the bottom, there is the traction control, heated seats, and in the bottom there is 12 volts and 1 USB. And nice storage place right here. This is not rubberized. I really wish it was. E-brake, brake hold. Here is the shifter that will control the ECVT transmission. And right here there is the EV mode, and you could basically lock it in to EV mode. Sometimes it doesn't work if the battery is not charged. So battery is too low, that's why it's not going to go into that HV or EV mode. And eco mode, sport, and push for normal. So let me go ahead and show you the LCD screen. So that's sport mode, eco, and this is normal. And there is a trail mode, which is nice. It will display a little bit of rocks in there to show you that it is in trail mode. And 2 cup holders, nice and deep. And I really like the brushed aluminum. And the armrest is nice and soft, but I really wish I had a little bit of a nicer design to it. And inside there is 2 USB Type-Cs, so there is 4 Type-C USBs and 1 Type-A right there. So 5 total, which is nice. And there is a nice deep storage place in this armrest, and a little bit of storage place right here. Here is the rear view mirror. It's nice, big, and seeing out of the back of this RAV4 is very good. So all the windows are nice and big, and overall seeing out of this SUV is good. Right here there is a glasses holder, LED lights, which is nice. This button right here will turn on all the lights. This is the button for the doors to keep the lights off when the doors are open. There's 2 switches or 2 buttons for the standard size sunroof. You could tilt it or you could open it. And this is the SOS button right here. Visor is finished in, it's basically hard. Inside there is a decent sized mirror with a nice bright LED light. Here is back door panel. The back door panel has the same design as the front. Again guys, this is all finished in very cheap plastic, very empty, and door handle feels light, just like the front. More of that brushed aluminum, which definitely adds a nicer look. Heated seats in the back, which is nice. Here is the window switch, and this is nice and soft. Plastic in the bottom, which is expected. A little bit of storage place. RAV4 is written right here on the speaker, and the speaker looks good. Back seats are nice and comfortable, just like the front, and there is a good amount of space. Headroom is very good, and there is an armrest back here. Nice and soft. 2 cup holders, nice and big. There is some air vents back here, some USBs. So there's 2 USB-Cs Type-C, and that's how the front of this RAV looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2022 Toyota RAV Prime. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and see Tim here at Wow Toyota in Wallingford, Connecticut. And if you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this, please like and subscribe because it does help a lot. And as always, I'll see you next time.